This is Genevieve Stafford. I couldn't help myself. I've just completed the previous video, really talking about the life cycle of a deal. And here's a bonus video for you that I just feel that it's going to be useful for you. In the previous video, I'd spoken about strategies, right? And I said, I'm going to unpack for you certain strategies. So there are various types of strategies. And in this video, by the end of this very, very short video, you're going to understand how strategies are going to change your life within the world of property investing. So some of the strategies that many of us may know is that you will buy a property, you will renovate the property, and you will sell it. That is called a capital flip, which then means you put in a huge injection of money and you are able to get a big capital amount out at the end of that when the place or the property has been sold. That is called a capital flip. The second strategy is many investors are after passive income. But in this passive income strategy, there are a number of ways to get to passive income. You could buy a 2-bed, 1-bath, rent it out to one family. You have a single family renting out this property and paying you a rental income every month. However, that same very property could be a 2-bed, 1-bath, and you can decide, because you have bought this particular property in an area where maybe a hospital is close by to, or the SABC is close by to, or a big organization like one of the financial institutions has got a call center, and you can rent out each room to a professional, a young professional between a certain age that you choose, whether they like pets or not, that you choose, and you just want to rent it out per room to each person, and knowing that the rest of the property is a communal area where you just say, in this area, usually if a single family rents from you, they will rent this area for this 2-bed, 1-bath for 5,000. But you could take it further and decide. You could put in a washing machine, yeah, and you could put in some appliances and Wi-Fi, but charge 3,500 per room, because then you're encouraging your young professionals, leave home, start off on your own, come with your bed and your 1-seat sofa, or I started off that way, yeah. And there could be 2 young professionals coming with their bed, each of them a sofa, and there's a place furnished because you decided there's a washing machine and certain things that they don't have to go out to buy, right? And you're now charging 3,500 per room instead of 5,000 for the whole unit. Now you are bringing in 7,000 instead of 5,000. So you've just maximized your 2-bed, 1-bath. Is that fascinating? It's possible. It's done every day. Sometimes we are not open to it. We're not aware of what is happening. Sometimes in your very 3-bed, 2-bath, you could decide you're renting out to 3 young professionals, having these different things in place like a washing machine and Wi-Fi, just to put up the rent slightly, because then they think, okay, if I've got a washing machine at home and I've got Wi-Fi, then I don't need to buy these extra things for now, and I'm willing to pay the extra rent. And that is just a taste of what strategies are. There's student accommodation. There's even rent-to-rent options where some property owners decide they're renting out their property. In their lease, they are open to the fact that whoever they're renting out that property to will then further rent it out to somebody else. And that's how the Airbnb strategy was born. Many people rented out their property and then they let it out for the Airbnb strategy. And like I said, it's a short, concise video. Pancella, I just couldn't help myself. At the end of the previous recording, I was like, let me talk about strategies now so that we can literally unpack these strategies in weeks and months to come on how best to maximize the property that you have. I'll be doing a disservice if I don't mention there's even rent to own strategies where it is called seller finance. And the seller is financing the deal, but of course, they're not financing the deal, but they are financing the deal. Very interesting strategies all around seller finance as well, with the rent to own options. So I trust that this short, concise video has been informative to you, has stuck out to you, and has said, what? Property investing, here I come. And if you are interested in getting started in property investing, go down into the description below. There is a link that I have that takes you straight to my website for free training, free, gratis, over 3 hours of content that we had started at the beginning of the lockdown period in the Facebook group that I have. We have literally gone through day in and day out, hours and hours and hours of talking to each other in the group and bringing professionals in, like you would see Silna Stain on this particular free training, on sharing with you how you can get started in this particular journey of property investing. And if you say, Jen, you've just reminded me of the journey that I started, I understand that there is all of these things, and this is the reason why. But at the time that I did my training, Jen, I couldn't move on. So I want to say to you, if you couldn't move forward then, reevaluate where you are, go and check out that free training that I spoke about, and check out other training that I do have to offer that is paired up with coaching so that you are able to make the best of putting a solid foundation together for this property investing journey. So I look forward to continue serving you. I'll see you in the next episode.